Thank you, Lisa. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm going to join everyone else and say don't forget to vote. Just ask Congressman Cicilline, do you know where your polling place is? Let's go together to the same polling place. So everybody get out there and vote. This one really matters. It is wonderful for me to be here with all of you. I first have to say thank you to every single person in this room. Keep up the fight. The numbers that the Congressman shared with us are unbelievable and just shows how much more work there is to do. And I know you guys are on the ground floor doing the grassroots work. Please keep it up. Please keep it up. And for our part, we're going to do everything we can to make sure that government plays its part. We're incredibly lucky to have a Senate President who is a consistent, loud voice for decades for working people. And so she's amazing. She doesn't always seek credit, but she's always out to do the right thing. And it's a pleasure for me to work with her. We also, I think Senator Golden just joined. Hello, in the back. And my representative, Representative Regunberg, these guys are up there every day doing the right thing. So thank you all. And of course, Congressman Cicilline, who is, he sat down and I was thinking, God, are we lucky to have this guy to represent us? Not just if there were only a few more like you in Washington, we would have a fighting chance. So as Lisa said, you know, look, it's true. I ran for governor for the single purpose to see if we could breathe some life into this economy and get Rhode Islanders back to work. You know, the day I was elected governor, we had the highest unemployment rate in America. The whole time I ran for governor, highest unemployment rate in America. And the good news is our unemployment rate dropped more last year than almost any other state in the country. And we've created over 6,000 jobs. And so we are, you know, slowly gaining momentum. The problem is we got to raise wages too. It's not just enough to have a job. You need a good, high-paying job. And so we can't stop until we lift wages. And what I always say is we want to create an economy where nobody's left behind. We do have to make Rhode Island a place that's good for business. It's true. We want businesses to want to be here and add jobs. But that doesn't mean you can't support workers. We need to build an economy from the bottom up, not the top down. So, 2 years in a row, I've put in a budget asking for a minimum wage increase. You know, last year we did raise the minimum wage, and I'd like to see us raise it again this year. Let's get that done. 2 years in a row. 2 years in a row, I put in a budget to expand the earned income tax credit. Last year we did expand the earned income tax credit, and I'd like to see us do that again this year. You know, I put in a balanced budget, and it includes that. I'd like to see us get that done. We also invested record amounts last year in K-12 education. You know, it's easy to focus on all the work left to do, and no one does that more than me. But let's remember, working collaboratively with the House and the Senate last year, and great credit to the Senate, 2 years ago, we didn't have universal all-day kindergarten in Rhode Island. Now we do. Last year, we rolled out all-day kindergarten for everybody, and we tripled the number of pre-K classrooms. And this year I put a budget in for money to continue that and more pre-K. Let's start investing in our kids early. And it is an investment. I also have an initiative in the budget this year to have free SATs. Not everybody can pay $100 to take the SAT and have their parents drive them on a Saturday. But everyone ought to have a chance to take that and think about going to college. So this year we have money in the budget to say, let's administer the SAT in school and pay for it. Equality. Here's the deal. I wish I could bring back, David talked about the old economy. I wish we could bring back an economy where you didn't need higher education to get a decent paying job. I can't do that. So here's what we can do. We can work as hard as we can to make sure everybody has access to skills so that they can get a high paying job. And so that's what you see from me. Computer science for everybody, kindergarten for everybody, dual and concurrent enrollment, Thousands of kids last year took college classes for free for college credit while in high school. That's what we're doing. Break down the barriers. And over time, I believe strongly that all of these efforts are going to lead to a stronger economy for Rhode Island, because businesses don't want to be here because we have a top-notch workforce, and make sure our families aren't left behind. I want to end with this. Scott Jensen is here. He's our Director of Labor and Training. We're very lucky to have him. I feel very lucky to have him on my team. And he's created a whole new program called Real Jobs Rhode Island. And many of you are involved in Real Jobs Rhode Island. It's a training program based on particular industries. And whenever I'm feeling like I need a little boost, I go out and I talk to some people who are in the Real Jobs Rhode Island program. And a couple weeks ago, I was down in Westerly. And we were at a job training program that Scott runs at Johnny Cake Center in Westerly. And I have to say, it's an amazing thing. Just a few statistics. In the Real Jobs Rhode Island program, more than 6 in 10 participants in Real Jobs Rhode Island are racial or ethnic minorities. Over 55% are women. And more than a quarter have been identified as low income or economically disadvantaged. And these people, we are getting them off of unemployment insurance, getting them trained, and getting them jobs. These are 1,500 actual Rhode Islanders who are going to get jobs because of this program for the next year and a half. And I talked to a guy named Stephen, and he pulled me aside. He'd been on long-term unemployment. His unemployment insurance ran out. And he said, Governor, thanks for believing in us. He said, no one believes you can teach an old dog new tricks. And I said, oh, yes, you can. Oh, yes, you can. And God bless him, he graduated from the program, and we have him in an internship. And Stephen's going to get a job. Because we are teaching old dogs new tricks because we have to. Because there's a place for Stephen in this economy, too. And that is what I will say to you. Let's work together to revitalize our economy, but to make sure that Stevens and everyone like him aren't left behind, that they're included in this new economic prosperity of Rhode Island. So thank you for all that you do, and let's stay at it.